We're going to be putting a couple of riv nuts at the tip of these fork legs. The purpose of that is to mount fender stays. There is no eyelets on here for fender stays. We have about that much room to work with at the tip of the fork leg where there's no mechanism inside. So we're going to drill into the fork leg, install a M5 by 0.8 steel riv nut into the fork leg so that we can screw into it and mount the fender stay. Tools we're going to need for the job are a drilling jig, so we can get the hole centered and located exactly right and keep our drill from wandering around. We're going to need a drill. We're using a pneumatic angle drill. That's what I use for this job because most of the time when I'm putting in riv nuts, it's in confined spaces in bike frames where a conventional drill wouldn't fit. We're going to be using a riv nut installation tool, which is designed very much like a pop riveter. A riv nut screws onto it and you insert it in the hole and squeeze it, and it bulges the riv nut on the inside of the tube. You can actually install it without that. You can just put a bolt and washers and a nut and just crank it down like that, or even a quick release and a hub from a bicycle wheel can work as well, although it's pretty hard to do with steel riv nut. I've done it with aluminum. It doesn't work too bad. With steel it's pretty hard. So we're gonna have a go at that, take our time, and we're going to secure the jig on there with a hose clamp and drill our holes. Alright, we've got the jig clamped in place, and we're just going to double check the depth here, make sure that we don't go too high for the mechanism, and there's lots of room to spare there. So we've got the air tank all charged up, and we're just going to make sure that we're all aligned up here, and it looks like it's centered, and we're ready to drill. Got the cutting oil on the drill. Nice round hole. Just take a deburring tool and deburr the outside of it, and we're going to have to get inside there with another tool and just kind of deburr the inside of the hole. Well, maybe we can do it from out here. There we go. Okay, that's good. And we're ready to install the riv nut. There you have it. Nice, neat riv nut installation. Ready to accept the fender stay screw. That's what it looks like inside.